Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and I think it's safe to say that original LEGO Space themes are officially back, because LEGO Space is making a massive splash in 2024 with some of the most anticipated sets for LEGO Space, not Star Wars, regular LEGO Space, for the first time in literally years, coming out next year, which is so exciting. Now, LEGO is doing something a little bit different with this year's upcoming Space Wave, and that's that they're not actually all grouped around one particular theme, but instead a whole bunch of different themes are making space-focused sets. LEGO City will have a whole space division, same with LEGO Technic, even LEGO Dreams is getting in on the fun, as well as LEGO Creator, and all of these sets are from different themes but have one same space branding on the side. It's something that LEGO hasn't really ever done before, and it's something they're really trying to do to push space as a focal point for next year's sets. Now, of course, these sets are a little bit more realistic looking than we're typically used to for original LEGO Space themes. We're not getting something like Galaxy Squad with whole sci-fi battles with aliens and whatnot, but I do feel that they're a lot more interesting than some of the other LEGO City Space stuff that we've gotten, even especially the city sets this year, because they're really pushing the envelope on what it means to be sci-fi versus realistic space. Whereas in the past, when LEGO City has done realistic space, we've basically just gotten a ton of standard rockets, and sure, we'll get the occasional space station and spaceship, but for the most part, they're pretty realistic shape. They look like actual real-world LEGO rockets, and even that, of course, with the Saturn V for Ideas, the most realistic one of them all. But this time, they're actually doing something different, and they're giving us different factions of space within LEGO City. LEGO Technic is getting a crazy V2L-style spaceship, and all of these feel like they're pushing the boundaries and bringing us back to what almost feels like that golden era of classic LEGO Space factions. And while, of course, we're not getting any new M-Tron or Ice Planet or Space Police, this is pretty close, and I feel like this helps bridge the gap between regular, realistic city space and some of the more out there sci-fi concepts. And so, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the brand new LEGO Space sets coming next year. Two big ones are Technic and City, but of course, we have a Dream set, we have a Creator set, there's a ton of amazing stuff to see here, so let's get into it right now and stay tuned because I actually will be putting out a full-on interview with the LEGO Technic Space Set designers, which I'm only allowed to publish whenever these sets actually appear on LEGO.com. It was supposed to be today, they're not up yet, so the folks over at LAN honestly don't really know when they're going to be publishing those, so I'm just going to have to keep refreshing the page, and whenever those go up on LEGO.com, I'll be able to publish my full-on interview where I got hands-on with the LEGO Technic space sets. And so speaking of Technic, let's start with those. Okay, so these are the brand new LEGO Technic space sets, and I am beyond excited for these. I think these are probably my favorite LEGO Technic sets released in years. If you don't count Bionicle, they may be my favorite Technic sets ever. I'm definitely biased here because I love space, but let's check them out. There are 4 new space-themed Technic sets, and the first one is a smaller set. This is the Surface Space Loader. Set number 42178 retails for around $35 US or 35 euros, and this is basically a Moon Rover-styled set. Now, this is really cool because it has a transformation feature where if you twist a knob at the back, it can stretch itself out and really elongate or be bunched up into a tighter format. What I love about the set is that it feels like it could almost be minifigure scale. Like, if you kind of squint at it, this could be a LEGO space set for minifigures. This reminds me of some incredible LEGO space sets that we got in the past, like the Mars Mission Trike and the Life on Mars Trike and some of the older LEGO Space Rovers. And for the first time, LEGO is coloring tires in a new color, which is so interesting. We're getting them in gray this time, which is very, very interesting to see. And I believe we're also getting tires in pink for a recently revealed Creator set. So it's kind of cool how LEGO's figured out how to mold tires in different colors. Overall, the color scheme of these sets are really great. They introduce a brand new orange color for the orange and white color scheme for LEGO Technic Space, and this rover, despite it being one of the smallest sets, is probably one of my favorites. One of the other gimmicks of these sets is that you can use these link bricks to actually combine all of the LEGO Space theme sets together, so whether it's LEGO Technic or LEGO City, even LEGO Dreams and LEGO Creator, if it has that space branding, almost all of them have the link bricks introduced in them, which were pieces that we did get all the way back in 2019 for LEGO City Space, but they're really pushing it to the next level and advertising it as a big marketing concept to tie all the space themes together this year, which is really interesting. Now, the next set that we have here is set number 42179, Planet Earth and Moon in Orbit. This retails for $80 US or 80 euros, and this is one of our first official working LEGO orreries. It's pretty perfect because for LEGO Masters, I basically had to figure out how to build a working orrery on the spot for episode 5, and now we're actually getting one as an actual LEGO set. Man, I kind of wish this came out a lot earlier. That would have saved me a lot of time because I would have just known how to make it. Still, this is a beautiful set. The Technic Spaceline is introducing these brand new half-sphere elements. Oh man, I'm sure excited for what the Bionicle community does with these elements, but I digress. Overall, it is a very cool new working orrery set. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I love how you can even see the calendar marks on the actual timeline of the orange circle around the actual build itself. That is such a cool feature, and overall, this is seeming like it's going to be a really technically impressive set. JK Brickworks has done a really phenomenal orrery before as a custom build, and I am so happy we're actually getting one as an actual LEGO set for next March. Now moving on from that, we have another set, the Mars Exploration Rover, retailing for $53 or 53 euros, set number 42180. Honestly, I'm a little mixed on this one. You'll see a lot more about this when I get hands-on with it with my designer interview, which is going to be published whenever LEGO actually uploads these images to lego.com, but I definitely feel like this one maybe is the least exciting to me because it feels the most realistic. Personally, I've always been more of a sucker for sci-fi type space stuff versus just realistic space stuff, but I feel like this is still a pretty good set. It does have a function where you can elongate the set itself, and of course all of the wheels are mounted on these special kind of hydraulic pieces, which allows you to traverse rough terrain, which is going to be really cool. And overall, it's still a really good set, but I just feel like some of the other ones are a little more exciting for me. And speaking of exciting sets, the next one is probably one of my favorite LEGO Technic sets ever. 42181 is the VTOL Heavy Cargo Spaceship LT-81. Now this is a proper sci-fi ship. This truly feels like a wholly unique concept from LEGO that kind of feels like it could be minifigure scale, and just wait till you see my video of the LEGO designers swooshing this. The whole front pod actually rotates based on the direction that you're flying it, which is so satisfying to see this actually work. It feels like it's auto-stabilizing. The way it actually works to pick up cargo is so cool. Oh my goodness. Seeing this set in person made me get absolutely sold on it. I've never been like this excited for a LEGO Technic set. Like usually I'm just like, alright, that's kind of cool. This is legitimately like really exciting for me. I love the look and feel of it, and I cannot wait for this set to come out. It looks phenomenal, it looks so cool, and this set is actually retailing for a pretty fair price as well. The price listed is $53. I don't think that's right though. I think that actually should be $100. I think it's supposed to be $100. I believe that the price I have listed is incorrect. I mean, if it's 53, that's just a steal. I think it's supposed to be 100 though, and 100 does feel pretty fair for this, but it's just absolutely phenomenal. What a cool looking set, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. But wait, there's more, because Technic is of course not the only theme doing space-based stuff, and the other major theme focusing on LEGO space is LEGO City. Now for LEGO City, we are getting a full-on space sub-theme, and this is sort of similar to previous space sub-themes we've gotten in the past for LEGO City, but just a lot cooler because they actually have their own unique minifigure factions. There's new armor pieces introduced, all of the minifigures are in different colorations of outfits. Galaxy Squad, oh my goodness, we are so back. So I don't actually have prices of these as of yet. I could probably guess what some of the prices are, but I'm just going to showcase the sets for now, and we can revisit the prices in maybe a future video. I'll probably do a video showcasing everything coming out in January anyways, but the first one here is 60428 Space Construction Mech. It comes with 140 pieces. I'm going to guess this is around 10 bucks, and I actually really like this. Mostly for the minifigure, it is sporting a brand new armor piece, which is kind of meant to be a space construction worker, which is really cool. I love the keyed orange or flame yellowish orange color scheme of it. And I also love how they're really using that classic space logo for these space sets for this year. The mech itself is okay. It kind of looks like the recently revealed Jay's mech from Ninjago, which has kind of wacky proportions, but for a little set with a really good minifigure, I definitely don't mind it at all. Moving onwards, we have a 4+ set that actually doesn't even look that bad. Spaceship and Asteroid Discovery is 60429. It comes with a simple 4+ style spaceship, as well as 2 brand new astronauts, one in green and one in azure, and I am loving the look and feel of these new spacesuits. I am so happy we're getting actual spaceman factions in LEGO Space again. That's freaking awesome, and I cannot wait for this set to come out. The only thing is that I do wish they used the dual molded asteroid element that they did introduce for other LEGO City Space stuff. Here they're just using the standard boulder element, and I feel like that other piece was a little bit more special and more spacey, but overall it's okay. It's a 4+ set, we can move on. Moving onwards, we have the Interstellar Spaceship 60430 with 240 pieces. Now this is a really cool looking craft. It has a very dagger-like appearance. This feels like it's straight out of maybe like a Space Police set or something that LEGO would do for an original space theme, and I love that you're getting different versions of characters. Here we're getting a dark blue astronaut, and all of them are very different. I mean, they're basically just all using the same torso, but just a different color of helmet and arms, but I think it's really cool. I love how we're getting factions, and it is a really great looking minifigure. Love the new kind of, I think that's printed. It looks like it's going to be a printed piece used for the technology console panel for the transparent clear book element. So overall, looks really, really cool. Now, 60431 is a set that was inadvertently revealed really early, but this is Space Explorer Rover and Alien Life, and it's another absolute banger. I cannot believe I'm gushing this much over LEGO City sets, but honestly, I've been starved for original LEGO Space content, and this is really scratching that itch. This is a true sci-fi styled rover with actual springs used for the hydraulics of the rover itself, so you can really navigate rough terrain. Comes with the green astronaut and the azure astronaut, which is so cool. I love the color scheme. I think the orange hubcaps are very, very cool, and the shaping of the rover is unlike really anything we've gotten from LEGO Space before, and I definitely welcome that. And then we get to some really cool big sets, and oh my goodness, they're just getting better and better. I can literally hardly contain my excitement for this in this video, but 60432 is the Command Rover and Crane Loader, and it's so cool. Oh my goodness, this is just a really cool looking set. It reminds me a lot of the Space Police 2 rover, which was a really cool long rover. I love the shaping of it. It's really, really fantastic the way it has a clear dome on the top, or a clear kind of curvature piece for the window. You actually are interacting with aliens, really pushing that sci-fi vibe, and you even have a specialized suit for the construction worker style spaceman, or the cargo worker with some extra robotic arms coming out of his back, which looks so, so cool. And I love the even extra bit of terrain included in the set as well, fleshing out the world. And again, we have yet another banger. This is another phenomenal set in the Modular Space Station 60433 with 1,097 pieces. It is probably one of the most unique LEGO space stations we've ever gotten from City before. We've gotten a couple in the past, but none have been as cool as this. It is utilizing the large Technic circular ring elements to form the overall construction of the space station itself. I love how it has all different pods for different things. You have a sleeper pod, you have like a grow pod for some plants and food, you have a spaceship that can dock to it. Oh my goodness, this is just so cool. I don't know, like, who let LEGO City cook this year? How are all of these so good? Like, every single set is just phenomenal. Honestly, one of my favorite things about the set is the little space hover bike. That reminds me a lot of the Space Police 3 large-scale jet hover bikes that we got, and the scaling is perfect. It just feels perfectly sci-fi to me, and again, it's been so long since we've gotten a sci-fi LEGO original theme, and this basically is it, City branding or not. Lastly, we have the Space Base and Rocket Launch Pad 60434. I'm gonna be completely honest, in comparison to the other sets, this one is just okay to me. I definitely feel like it's a cool looking set. I love that the crane is built in, but I honestly kinda liked the Space Base we got for LEGO City last year. That one was a really, really good set, and I feel like this one is just okay compared to it. It's still a really good set, don't get me wrong, but I think my favorite thing about it is that this introduces a Space Admiral, and I mean, you don't get any more classic LEGO retro space than having an actual Admiral included in the set with a pearl gold helmet and epaulets on the arms. Oh yeah, that is some classic Space Police stuff right there. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Overall, the base is okay. I think that it's trying to do a lot of things at once. It's trying to be a cargo crane, trying to be a base, it's trying to have a wheeled vehicle as well as a rocket launch pad, and I feel like if they just focused on making a big base, that would have been maybe a little bit cooler, but it's still a really phenomenal set. I really like it, and I cannot wait to see what else LEGO City has cooking. There's also a little polybag. 60663 is a little space hover bike, and yeah, that's another really good one that really does feel like a classic LEGO Space mini build polybag. We're so back. We are so back. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. However, that's not all, because we actually have a few other space sets, because LEGO Creator is getting in on the fun with 31152, the Space Astronaut. This is a really cool large-scale humanoid build of a space astronaut similar to the large-scale action figures that we get from Marvel, but this is actually quite an interesting build, how it has a metallic kind of special drum lacquered gold windscreen there for the visor. Very cool to get that in a new color, and overall, I actually kind of like the build. I'm definitely partial to large action figure style builds because of Bionicle, but this is quite solid. I really like it. It's overall quite a fantastic build, and the alt build, including a spaceship, is very interesting, and I cannot wait to see that in more detail. And one of the other alt builds is a dog in a spacesuit. That is so cute. Even LEGO Friends is getting in on the space fun, introducing Transparent Purple as their windscreen color scheme, which might be one of the best out of the bunch. 42605 is the Mars Space Base and Rocket, which retails for around 90 euros or 90 US dollars. Honestly feels a little high to me, but we'll wait and see when the set comes out how good it is. But yeah, overall you can see this does have those interchangeability connecting pieces to allow you to really hook this up with the other sets as well, which is really fantastic. Great to get those LEGO Atlantis diver helmets for the clear windscreen piece in trans purple. That's going to look really cool. And we also get another set, 42603 Stargazing Camping Vehicle for $30. This one is probably the least spacey out of all the space sets, but I still really like the asteroids pieces that they have as a whole backdrop for the camping vehicle, and it's just a really cute set and another addition to LEGO's massive space lineup next year. And lastly, we just have one other LEGO space set coming out this coming year, which is pretty crazy how they're stretching this across so many different themes, but this one actually comes from LEGO Dreams. Now, LEGO Dreams has a ton of other sets included in the particular wave, but this one in particular is set number 71475, Mr. Oz's Space Car, and this does have that space branding on it. The minifigures included are really interesting. Mr. Oz in a pearl gold outfit, as well as his companion in a pearl gold outfit as well. Not sure what's going on with that, but that's super interesting. But I love the villain included in the set. It's kind of like an alien-like nightmare creature, and this is really cool because you can actually transform it into a few different things. You have almost a Blade Runner-esque space car with the actual engines mounted on the side, but still looking like a regular car, and of course that is to facilitate the LEGO Dreams gimmick, which is you can build it as a regular car, but you can also have it as a spaceship or a rover. And this may be a LEGO Dreams set I actually might have to buy twice because the two different variations are so different. It might actually be worth it for me to get another copy of this one, so I'm gonna have to wait and see, but it is really cool looking. I definitely feel like this one, out of all of them, is kind of shoehorning in the space branding just compared to a lot of the other ones, because it is still a standard LEGO Dream set, but I like how they're stretching it to other themes. Other themes are getting in on the fun, and overall, quite excited for the new LEGO space stuff, especially from City and Technic. They are so good. And I'm so excited to hear your thoughts on these as well, so I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Alright, and with that, we have summed up our look at the brand new 2024 LEGO space sets, ranging across multiple different themes, and of course, I'm sure that this is not it. I'm sure they have a lot more planned, so I personally am very excited to see what else LEGO is cooking for space. We know there's rumors of a space-themed LEGO minifigure series coming in like March or May, so I am beyond excited for that, so we'll have to wait and see what LEGO actually has planned for all of those, but for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for tuning into Duckbricks. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming away very soon, and bye for now.